This is one of those grooves that literally can help push your drumming from intermediate to advanced. That's not hyperbole, I'm dead serious. Inside this one little groove, there's so many little skills that will help your drumming overall. Not only is it linear, but there's ghost notes, there's ghosting into a backbeat, there's a left foot chick. I get way too excited about this stuff. Enough bibble babble, let's jump on the kit so I can break it down for you. All right, let's dive right into this thing. First of all, we have to think about how are we feeling this? As you saw in the intro, I was writing it out in eighth note triplets. If we're feeling this groove in eighth note triplets, that means we're feeling it as 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into. You could also feel this and write this in 16th note triplets. So then it'd be 1 into 1 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 4 into 4 into. Totally up to you how you do it. The reason I'm writing it in eighth note triplets, and you'll see it on the screen in eighth note triplets, is honestly because it's just a little easier to read. When you have 16th note triplets, you bunch up the notes, you've got 2 beams going across, it's a lot of information to take in, so 2 bars of eighth note triplets is a little easier on the eyes. Now that the music theory disclaimer is out of the way, let's dive into this groove. So the first thing I want you to know about this groove is it is linear, which just means that no 2 limbs play at the same time. You'll never have this, you'll never have this, and you will definitely never have this. The second thing I want you to know is half of this groove is made up of something you probably already know, which is a double paradiddle. More specifically, the left-hand side of the double paradiddle. Left, right, left, right, left, left. So let's take this 6 notes at a time. Our first 6 notes, kick, right, right, left, left, kick. And I need those lefts to be NorCal hella ghosted. After that, you're gonna go into the left-hand paradiddle diddle. So if we play just those 2 groups of 6 back to back, it sounds like this. Half the groove done, not too bad. Now the second half of the groove, we're gonna start with hat with your left foot. Hat, right, left, kick, right, left. Then we're gonna follow that with shoo-ka-da-boop, another double paradiddle. Now, normally I would say not too bad, right? But nay, too bad. That is really tough. The hat, right, left, kick, right, left on its own, not too bad. And then the double paradiddle on its own, not too bad. But think about how the hat, right, left, kick, right, left. Okay, that leaves us with a left-hand ghost note. Well, after that, we have the accent of the double paradiddle. So we're ghosting into a backbeat. That actually is quite difficult. So you might want to get used to that over and over and over again. But if you feel comfortable with all of those little blocks of notes, let's put it all together, play it as a groove together at our slow tempo, even though this is medium slow, 80 BPM. That little jelly bean's got some potential. Now, obviously that's 80 BPM is eighth note triplets or 40 BPM is 16th note triplets. And this thing's gonna really start to take shape around the 110 all the way up to about 140 area. So let's try it at our medium tempo, 110 BPM. Like I said in the beginning, this groove has so many elements inside of it. You've got accented hi-hats, non-accented hi-hats, left foot hi-hat, you've got ghost notes, you're ghosting into a backbeat. It's linear. This is one of those grooves that it's not about using this groove like, oh, I'm just gonna play this on a gig. Stop thinking like that. This groove is building up your skills. Who knows when you're gonna use the skills that you learned from this groove, but what I can tell you is the skills in this groove will permeate their way into everything you play. All right, goal tempo on this one, 138 BPM or 74 to 16th note triplet. We're gonna do it with a drumless track and I would love for you to try it with me. Country.
music loud till the morning comes. Don't got a thing to do, just living how we want. Everywhere and anywhere, there's more than what we're looking at. Let's escape the city and refuse to even look back. I'm right here, don't forget that. Don't forget that I'll go with you where you wanna go. I'll go with you where you.
Now, just to be clear, that's not the groove that I would play with that song. I'm just using that drumless track as a musical metronome, a musical environment for me to try this stuff out in. Playing any groove or any fill to a click is difficult, but it's a lot easier than playing it to music. With music, you have all the distractions, all the rhythms of the vocals, the guitar, the bass, the keys. So it takes that extra step of concentration and fellowshipping with the groove before you can play it with a drumless track. So don't skip that step. And finally, this groove is one of the grooves from the new Linear Grooves course part 2, which is all triplet based. So if you like this groove and you want to learn a bunch more, go to mikeslessons.com. You get a 7-day free trial, no obligation. Just see if my style of teaching works for you. Go to courses, then grooves, and then you want to go to Linear Grooves Part 2 and you'll find a bunch more of this stuff. But for now, practice it, have fun with it, and most importantly, tweak it just enough to make it your own.